Yeah. This is the one time, or this is a 4 p.m. start, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, with Ball State and Northern Illinois tonight in Maction. That was where I almost messed up. All right. In this one, you see Northern Illinois here, a double digit favorite in this one, or close to a double digit favorite. Let's call it 9 right now. Coming in here tonight, you have Ball State. It's been a real rough season, obviously, with their 2-7 record coming in, 1-4 in the MAC here. But I don't know, getting 9 points. It was as high as 10. Northern Illinois, they're 4-5 and 3-2. They've won, I believe, three straight right now. So things are looking up for the Huskies, but feels like too many points in a conference game to a certain extent. Um, and that total here has was as high as 44 and a half. And now, when you look at this total down here to 44. Okay, I know that it got as low as 42. I don't think we're ever in line for that, and I might have to call it 44 right now because I think if anything, I kind of lean over here myself. So uh, Perky says NIU looked abysmal last week, and he will not be playing them in this one. Let me take a look at that. Okay. Yeah, it was 37-31 in that upset by Central Michigan. So, um, apologize there for that. Thank you, Perky. I think I said they won three straight. They had won three straight before that game. You're right. Thank you very much. Hey, appreciate it, Perky, there for uh, getting me there. Not correct. You might have just been commenting, but that caught my attention because I know that they had won three straight. Yeah, they lost to Central Michigan as a 6 point favorite in that game last week. So I've already was leaning to Ball State in this one. Look, it's been rough. It's been a rough season. Their only win is against Central, 24-17. But for that 2-4 record, they have covered a few spreads as an underdog. They're 4-4-1 overall against the spread. So yeah, they're you know probably going to end up right there in range. But in this MAC game, 44 points. I mean, near double digits going to look pretty attractive to me. I'm probably going to be more interested in taking Ball State here. They've held their last four opponents to under 300 total yards in those games, and their conference losses, they did lose by uh, 7. They lost by 3. They lost by 14. So two of those would have been covers. They're having issues certainly at quarterback this season. They've tried, two or three different guys in there so far, but Cardinals always pretty decent against the spread in conference. And just to point out the most glaring trend in this game that really is one that uh, has me still wanting to consider Ball State despite their horrible record is that Northern Illinois has failed to cover in 7 straight games at home. Uh, as a home favorite, 0-7 their last 7 games as a home favorite, including twice already this season. So let me uh, ball in this one, not to ball to get the money, ball to get the money with that. Um, Northern Illinois. Look, like I said, they that 3 game winning streak. I don't remember what we. I thought we were on Central actually last week. Trying to remember, but Ball has won. Also, they used to never beat these guys, and they had lost 10 straight. I think before the pandemic, they've won 3 of the last 4. That might date back a little bit before the pandemic, but And the last 5 meetings between these two teams have all been decided by 8 points or less. And um, thanks, Ron. Nice to see you here today. Under and for the last 5 meetings between the two. I think this one could sneak over, but give me ball. Give me ball. Plus the points. Central Michigan, Western Michigan. It's action for Tuesday. And in this one, here's Central Michigan coming in with a 5-4 record, but just 3-6 so far against the spread up against Western Michigan team that, well, they're 3-6 and typical. I don't know. It just seems like this is what happens with these teams. They're 6-3 against the spread. So can they win though here as a favorite against Central Michigan? Uh, I don't know. Feels like they can. Now, the widely reported steam, in fact, this one came in, I believe, just this morning on the over. This, in fact, I may need to make an update here on this one. Because I think this one has actually crept up a little bit higher. Western Michigan has gone over in 6 of their 9 games this season, and they're averaging 26 points per game, but allowing 32.8. For Central Michigan coming in, like I said, 5-4. But the most interesting thing about it is that they play uh, a lot of close games, and they're really good in those close games. They've gone 5-1 this season straight up in games decided by 7 points or less. But it has been a struggle on the road. They're just 1-4. They did beat South Alabama on the road, 34-30, but they've lost conference games so far in the MAC. Like I said, they lost at Ball and they lost at Buffalo, 37-13, and a Buffalo team that has not been necessarily uh, that Buffalo-y this season. Maybe they're a little bit down, if you know what I mean. So uh, they are pretty good as a road dog with McElwain 11-5 against the spread as a road underdog. And for Western Michigan, they come in 2-3 in conference right now. I'm probably going to trust them here if they're laying this field goal. They were laying 4. I believe it's gone down, to 3 here right now. And that total moving here, I'm showing 57 now at Bovada as it just sneaks up here a little bit. And like I said, let me see, what time was that steam move to the over here? Because I'm sure it was today. It was just as we were about to come on the air, about 10 or 15 minutes before airtime. It got steamed up from as low as 55 and a half to where it is now. I need to investigate further. I'm going to have to give out Western Michigan here. That move caught me by surprise. I actually was looking to go possibly under, but I'm going to respect the move right now until I get further information. And I will go with Western Michigan as a favorite. I did like Western Michigan. I think we can lay 3 here now. I'm seeing, in fact, Bet Online updating currently at -3, -112. DraftKings has just went to -3 flat and give me Western Michigan here at home to cover. If you want to take the money line, to be sure, these MAC games. I mean, it just reeks of, you know, underdog covers to a certain extent. I'm giving out a favorite here, no doubt. But when you see these MAC records of teams that are 3-6 straight up and 6-3 against the spread, one team's 5-4 but 3-6 against the spread, and that happens in this league. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Western Michigan, 6-3 ATS. That's the important bottom line. That's how we keep score, as they say. All right, one more game action tonight here with Ohio and Buffalo. Ohio on the road, pretty big favorite, of course. Ohio 6-3 overall this season, and of course in conference, it's been uh, you know maybe not what they were expecting, given how well they started the season, and the hype surrounding their preseason because they've ended up just 3-2, and now they're going up against a Buffalo team that, well, they're also 3-2 in max play. Um, Ohio's lost two of their last three games after that 5-1 start. It's kind of hurt them spread wise too because they're 3-5-1 against the spread. Should note they are 2-7 to the under so far this season. Are the Bobcats? This is a pretty low total though right now, 43 here in Buffalo. It's going to be 55 degrees, overcast, the wind about 12 miles an. Let me see. Let me correct that. uh, 52 degrees, and the winds about 18 miles per hour tonight. So some brisk winds certainly there, but overcast in Buffalo tonight. For Buffalo, they've turned it around. I've just said moments ago they're not Buffalo-y because of that 0-4 start, but getting into conference play now, doing some better things. Yeah, they've had some stunners. They lost it. They lost to Fordham at home this season, but things are getting a little bit better. I mean, look, the expectations may have been a little bit higher, or they obviously were. I mean, you have a quarterback who came back. I mean, the guy threw for uh, 3,000 yards last season, and Buffalo just terrific as a home dog over the years. There was that little streak where they were favored by rolling some teams a little bit, but they are 13-5-1 against the spread as a home underdog in their last 19 games, although they did lose once as a home underdog so far this season. And this coach so far has not been very good in this role. 6-11 against the spread, coming off of a loss uh, with Buffalo. So 5 straight games under the total for Buffalo after those 4 losses all went over. Now all the games are going under when they're more competitive. Is this total going low enough that I can be on the over? Because to me that's where I wanted to go. Windy conditions certainly tonight is of a concern, but at 43, uh, oh man, that steam that came in last night has me worried now. Let me take a look here. One more check. And you guys got anything on this game that I'm missing here? Oh, of course. Here we go. Well, I can't go against Perky now. I actually was leaning Ohio the entire time, but this little Buffalo, this little streak, I think, if you will, had me kind of concerned. So, um, all right. Thank you, Perky. Maybe we just roll with Perky. Oh, he did buy it down to 4 points. So that kind of buy down certainly has got to be at $2, I would think, Perky, right? What is that? Oh, what is Ohio minus 4 points where I'm end up laying a lot of points? Maybe that's what I got to see here. Can I do? Is it something that I can do? And I mean, nothing I can do on the air here. I mean, yeah, a dollar. Yeah, it's probably about $2, right? But hey, you want to be right. You want to get it square, $1.70, and you got it before, so I appreciate that as always. All right. Well, I don't want to go against Perky here on the play of the day. And look, I see that some steam coming. Maybe it was based on these windy conditions here coming in, and maybe it is an undercall here. All right. Under it is for me. I'm going to switch on the fly here after seeing some of. If Perky says Ohio's to me, that would I would think right under if Ohio. And I'll put the P for Perky on my notes. Okay. All right.